It's June 6, 2030, and the world is in the midst of a global disaster. The dead have begun to rise and attack the living, and anyone who gets scratched or bitten turns into one of them within an hour. It all started 8 years earlier at my job at the Pyromancer Care Center Hospital. A patient was brought in, strapped to a gurney, and rushed to the back room for examination. He seemed to be suffering from an unknown illness that caused a sudden fever and death within a day. What we didn't account for was what happened after. As a young man, I was working as a greeter by the elevator with my colleagues, Sam, Lucy, and Dina, who worked reception. Our job was to make sure patients checked in for their appointments and were taken care of by the staff they came to see. Everything was normal until the next afternoon, when a nurse burst out of the examination room, running and screaming. Right behind her, the patient who was supposed to have died came chasing after her, his mouth smeared with blood. That's when we realized what really happens when someone dies from that virus. We all panicked and ran for the stairs. I managed to hit the alarm and catch up with Sam, Lucy, and Dina. Some people escaped outside, others locked themselves in rooms. Those who couldn't get out in time or who tried to take the elevator were killed or turned into one of them. We reached the sub-basement and barricaded ourselves in the security office. On the monitors, the hallways were a maze of bodies, the elevator doors bucking from the weight of fists. The morgue camera flickered. In the corner of the screen was a label ID never noticed before. Pyromancer Protocol. Manual. The hospital has a purge system, Sam said, pointing. If we can trigger it, we burn the lower floors. It might buy us time to get out. To trigger it, someone has to be in the morgue to hold the override. Lucy read from the emergency binder, her voice shaking. 3-minute delay. Manual presence required. Dina had gone quiet. When I looked at her, she was clutching her forearm, sleeve damp and dark. It barely broke the skin, she said, but wouldn't meet my eyes. We argued, all of us talking at once, plans, routes, prayers. The banging on the stairwell door made the decision for us. Dina stepped forward, calm, suddenly, like she'd made peace with something we couldn't see. "I'll do it," she said. 3 minutes is all you need. Get to the loading bay, take the ambulance, drive east. Dina, no. Lucy started, but Dina was already moving. She kissed Lucy's cheek, smacked Sam on the shoulder and put her forehead against mine. "If this works, you'll remember me warm, not cold," she whispered. We ran. Dina ran the other way. In the morgue corridor, the lights strobed red. I heard the cremator doors clank open, heard Dina's voice through the intercom, steady and soft. "Come on," she told them, as if calling stray dogs. The motion sensors must have brought them in hordes. The cameras went grey with bodies. On the panel, the countdown appeared. 02:59. We hit the loading bay as the first explosion rolled up through the floor. Heat breathed out of the walls. Through the rear window, a sheet of flame chased the darkness, swallowing it whole. For a second, in the wash of orange, I imagined I saw Dina standing in the doorway, hand lifted. Then the ceiling buckled and everything turned to smoke. Sam drove. Lucy sobbed without sound, lips moving around a prayer she couldn't finish. The city beyond the hospital was already wrong, sirens without pattern, streets clogged in places and empty in others. The sky an ugly color like bruised fruit. On the passenger seat, beside a cracked hospital badge, sat a capped sample vial. Sam glanced at me. "You were always the one who noticed things," he said. "Keep it safe. If there's an answer, it starts there." My arm ached. I told myself it was from the door I'd shouldered, from the sprint, from fear. I didn't pull up my sleeve, not yet. The radio hissed, "Stadium compromised. Repeat, do not." Then only static. We drove east. Dawn was a thin line over the highway, small and stubborn. Behind us, the hospital burned like a lighthouse for the dead. Ahead of us, roads split and rejoined, a map we would have to learn in motion. I pressed the vial into my palm until it hurt. If the fever comes, I thought, I will know. And if I know, I will not let it take me where they went. For now, we keep going. For now, we are still ourselves.